You're probably wondering, why am I jumping out of a perfectly good plane? No, it's not because of the events of 2020. I just really like doing new experiences. But I think I need to explain why. So the story starts in the 1980s. Yes, I'm an 80s baby. I loved the 80s. There was so much great entertainment when it came to television and other amusements. Really, I think 80s were the best in years and in that actual decade. I hope somebody can actually try to prove me wrong. But it was amazing. In the early part of the 80s, one of the great things was playgrounds. I loved playing on playgrounds. Sliding down slides, trying to make a new adventure out of the different objects that I saw on the playground. I loved swinging, seeing how high I could get. And I loved just the atmosphere of everything, trying something new. And I knew that this was something that was great. To have a memory, to have a thought of something that was that fun. And I wanted to figure that out, but I didn't know how to at that point. And I loved going to birthday parties. They were fun, looking at the decorations, seeing how the things were set up, whether it was music, whether it was just conversation and kids playing and laughing and having a great time. I just knew it brought great joy. And I just wondered, where did that come from? To be able to celebrate, to interact with new people, or even whether it be your brother or your cousins. I really like television, Saturday morning cartoons. I think I watched a little bit more television than I should have. Especially when you could tell what time it was just by knowing what episode was coming on. The next thing that I really liked was movies. It wasn't just the movies themselves, it was the experience of going to the theater, going to purchase your ticket, going to actually get refreshments. My personal favorite, Skittles. But even when you didn't know exactly what movie you were going to go see, but you went to go see what the billboards showed, that was pretty fun. And you kind of had a powwow with your family to see exactly when you were going to do it and what movie time you were going to actually go see. And just sitting in the theater itself and watching movies like that involved ghost busting and sci-fi technology. And then there was the circus. The circus was amazing to me because this was the first time I actually got to see a fantasy drawn up, no pun intended, and really seeing everything being embraced and you being inside of the story that was being told. That experience is still within my memories. And I thought just even thinking about it being in my memories was amazing because there were people I didn't know and they were dressing up every day just to be involved in this experience for people. How could I become part of that? I don't think I wanted to be part of the circus, but I did want to be part of experiences and creating experiences for others. But I didn't know how to do that as of yet. But fast forward till now, When I met the hospitality industry, I found out where experiences can be created, and I was so glad to be part of that. To be able to create experiences for people that I didn't know, that I could be part of their memories for days on end, that was amazing to me. And here I am now, becoming a hospitality enthusiast, being excited about creating experience for people I did not know. Yes, a hospitality enthusiast. But what is a hospitality enthusiast? Well, let's look at it this way. An enthusiast is a person that is highly interested in a particular subject. Now, of course, my subject is hospitality, and I'm a fanatic at it. I love meeting new people, and I love creating experiences for people. But really, what I really wanted to do is find out, how can I show this to everyone else? How can I get everybody excited about creating an experience, or even being part of an experience? How can I show people the joy that I have for an industry that many don't even really know how all of it works? And then I thought of social media, the information highway that allows people from far edges of the world to connect. So I thought about creating a YouTube channel that celebrated the hospitality, restaurant, and travel industry, and entertainment at some points. So that people know exactly how things are created in these industries and how you can be part of that. And I call it the North and Holiday Experience, where we can create, tell stories, and share the experience with each other. You can be part of it. Thank you so much for coming to the North and Holiday Experience. I just want to thank you for taking out the time to come and visit me. I'm really excited about being able to share my own experiences and have a platform to have experiences created, told, and shared. And so thank you for joining me on that. And one of the things that I thought about when I thought about sharing an experience is, what could I do for the first one? And I knew my birthday was coming around and I wanted to do something exciting. And so I thought about skydiving. Some people might have thought I was crazy, or something from 2020, it affected me and made me think, well, you know what? We need to do something crazy. But it really wasn't that. Something I've been thinking about for a long time. I researched it for a long time. One of the things is, people think that it's very dangerous, and it's not as dangerous as most people think. They think a lot about safety, and so I took that in consideration. The other thing is that the place that I decided to go to had been there for a long time and had a really great reputation, and that was Spaceland, Houston. They're located in Rochelle, Texas, and I had a really great instructor, a really great cameraman, and you'll get to see them in the video. And it was amazing. It was great. There's a lot of things I learned from just doing it. And that's one of the biggest things, is that when you do an experience or have an experience, you get to learn from it. But then when you get to share it, other people get to learn and consider things too as well. And so that's why I thought this would be really awesome. So without further ado, I'm going to start the video, and that way you can see parts of what my experience is. So I hope you enjoy it. I have to make sure that I'm strapped into my parachute well. And then that's the cameraman. Now he's asking me 3 questions. He wants to know how high I'm going to be at, which is 14,000 feet. When I'm going to pull the cord, which is at 6,000 feet. And then he asks me the most important question. Well, really not the most important, but how fast I'm going to be going, which is at over 120 miles an hour. Now we're walking towards the plane. I think everybody's pretty excited at this moment. For the majority of us, it's our first time. Can't say there wasn't a little bit of butterflies in my stomach at this moment, but no turning back now. Can anybody just tell me why she jumped out like she was Avenger? That was at 8,000 feet. I guess he thought it was crazy. And this is at 14,000 feet. And at this point I was like, you know what? You stop now. You're not going to be able to do anything amazing. There we go. At this point, you have to arch your back because that's the best way to actually fall. So that's why you see that arch, like I'm doing that arch right now, because that's very important when you're dropping. I will tell you this much, one of the reasons why he's holding my arm and adjusting me somewhat, because I'm paying attention to what's going on in front of me and on the side, and he wants me to kind of enjoy myself and wave at the camera, and I'm kind of trying to do that, but I guess he doesn't see that. And then we got to about 5,000 feet, and so he was like, yeah, it's time to yank that cord. And that drop from 5,000 all the way down and just floating with the parachute was amazing, because you got to see the actual landscape of everything, which was really incredible. And the landing was awesome.
So tell everybody on camera, what was your favorite part?
Just falling.
Just free falling, right?
Just free falling.
Now, can you describe your skydive in one word? What would it be?
Amazing.
Excellent, man. Thank you so much for joining us here. Hey, we'll see you real soon.
Thank you so much.
Wow, that was an amazing experience. I hope you guys enjoyed it. One thing that I learned as I went in the plane and we went up to about 14,000 feet, I had a little bit of jitters, or aka fear. But I knew if I let that fear creep up, that I would have missed out on something amazing. And what I want to, kind of present to you guys to consider is that don't allow fear to stop you from doing something great. Things may be challenging in your life. There might be some tough things. Don't let the fear set in. One thing I knew is, as I was about to tilt and fall off, that if I just allowed myself to do it, I have no choice at that moment, and I'd have to be in the moment. I might as well enjoy it. So when you're in those times of fear or those times of challenge, remember that just do it. And once you're in it, enjoy it. Embrace the context that you're in. And at the end of the tunnel, you'll be like, man, I got to do this. This was amazing. I got to do something challenging, and I got to learn something. And so I hope you guys take that in consideration. I hope this will empower you, and that's why I made the podcast, the YouTube channel, in order to allow people to consider things they've never been able to consider or hadn't thought about considering. And so I hope you join me on this journey that I'm doing with this YouTube channel. Remember, you can follow me on all social media platforms. You can direct message me. I'll answer all those direct messages. It'll be at the Northern Holiday Experience. Can't remember my name. That's where to remember it is, every day with Northern.